with what you have. Look at Moses. When God wanted to use him as a deliverer, this guy was a stammerer. The only thing he had was a stick or a rod. It is that stick that he had that God used to part the Red Sea. It was that stick that brought water out of a rock. It was that stick that became a snake before Pharaoh. It was that stick that brought water out of a rock. When Samson was confronted by 1,000 Philistines and they wanted to kill him, he had the jawbone of a donkey. It is that jawbone of a donkey that he had that God used to kill 1,000 Philistines. When Jesus was at the wedding at the Cana of Galilee and the wine was finished for this newlywed couple, he looked around and he saw water and he said to the servants, fill the water pots with water. He used what was available and he turned it into wine. When David was confronted by the giant of God by the name of Goliath the champion, he looked around at what he had and he had some smooth stones and a slingshot. It was the smooth stones and the slingshot that God used to bring Goliath down. When Jesus wanted to feed the multitudes, he had 5,000 men excluding women and children. He looked around and said to the disciples, what do we have? And they had one small boy had 2 fish and 5 loaves. That is what he took and multiplied, and he fed the multitude, and 12 baskets remained. What do you have? When the widow that was in a debt crisis came to the prophet Elisha, Elisha says, what do you have? She had a little jar of oil. It was that little jar of oil that was multiplied, and she became an oil entrepreneur, and she received debt cancellation.